Hey folks, how we doing? So probably one of the last for a while shop update videos because it's pretty much set up. Pretty much really happy at this point with the organization and everything, how I managed. One thing, somebody mentioned that I should get the fridge there. I don't really have to because my fridge is right here, so that's pretty cool, you know. But it is a good idea to have your fridge for a nice cool drink or some food handy in the shop. But luckily I don't have to do that. So as you see, did this main update on this one that was exposed, put those pegboards there. Like I said, I used those just simple, they're what I think they're garden stakes, because they were really cheap and they're nice solid, like 1x1. I think they actually would call it 2x2, but it's actually pretty much only about 1 inch by 1 inch. But I think officially that's called 2x2 here. I think it's yeah, I think so. So you see there, main thing, nice some hanging organization, definitely a big help. I moved the blanks from the chest out there because there I have, you know, like more accessible. I see the stack and everything. I can have models and then the work in progress from each model, you know, aligned there. I did the same thing here on the bottom where I can so far it's empty, but I can put some other tools that will be more convenient to have, you know, by hand at all the times instead of having them in the drawers or in some, you know, in the bins. Another big update is I got that another table that I was talking about, but I didn't get a table. This kind of got my attention in Walmart. This is very common shelving system for garages, and this one was, I think, $65. And besides being able to build it up as a regular 5-shelf storage, you can do kind of like a table out of it. So I have, again, I have 8 foot long and 18 inches, I think, deep working space. It's nowhere near as sturdy as these tables, and the wood is not as strong, but it's still plenty strong and plenty sturdy for having all that shelving space down there. I could actually take out some of the bins from my office area where I have them separated. You know, I put the knives there, some tools, sandpapers, the safety equipment, safety supplies there, and you know, kind of organize it really nice and clean in there. All the handle materials are separated, you know, carbon fiber, G10 liners, micarta, wood, those are other polymer, you know, synthetic materials, all the titanium and similar stuff, safety gloves. That's gonna be a bin for cutoffs from handle material, and I just covered it just for a little better looks, just with one of these old, like what is it, like moving blankets. We had that from the move. This is gonna be handy here always when I go to the dirty room. Obviously, you're in Florida, you need one of those insect killers. I moved this here. This is gonna be pretty much moving along with me, whatever I'm working on. I always move it to have it, you know, handy. But I think most of the time it's actually gonna be handy by the drill presses, because that's why I have the drill stuff, the drill bits organized. That's, I think, the most important update, that thing. And another big thing is, I don't know if I mentioned that I might be doing it from out of the PVC piping again, but simpler, cheaper, not necessarily cheaper, yeah, but probably cheaper actually, because this was only about $11. Just a regular coat hanger from Walmart. Now, like I've showed you, I have the belts that I use actually just on the screws behind my back, behind my main grinder, you know, on the same bench where the sandblasting cabinet is and the bend saw. Because it's definitely more convenient to just turn around and switch belt on the grinder as you're working. But there's only a couple of each grid, and these grids like 60, 36, 60, 120, 220, I always have a lot of in the stock. Always have to make sure that I have plenty so I can keep working. So they would definitely take crazy amount of space over there. So the idea was stock them here somewhere in the garage and just reload them over there as I run low on those couple, you know, like let's say 3, 4, 5 of them of each there. So, and this, by using the regular hanger, because of the way these things are, it has a very small footprint, and currently there is, I think, about 100 belts altogether on this little, you know, it's barely holding because this is a cheap one. I have to keep it balanced, but it will do the job exactly, you know, just what I needed to do. Low footprint and store plenty of belts with somewhat of organization system, you know. I have the roughest one are on top, then you go to 60s, 120s, and on the bottom are 220s. And I also started doing this. I cleaned this up a little more, like shifted the bins over there with some kind of a logical setup of, you know, what I'm more likely to, you know, need access to. That's just like kind of BS. But I got one of these cheap tables. I was thinking for a while what to get here for the office, but I just settled for this, just a regular, you know, fold in half. It's like a picnic table. They're really cheap, and besides work just fine for the computer setup, and even I can bring the laptop. It gives me a lot more, you know, working area as another table. If I want to work here, you know, nice and chill, clean, you know, like putting knives together or stuff like that, I can definitely do that here. And for different type of organization, I can always get some kind of simple shelving cabinet or like a drawer cabinet, you know, stuff like that. So that will definitely do. Got my map up. I have to go find those pins and put them back to all the countries where I've shipped the knives to and shipped the stuff to. It was fun to have. And like I said, this one I'm really happy with the organization, because that's actually why I was able to have so much stuff in my old little apartment, because everything was perfectly organized in the bins, in those shelves. And obviously when I moved here, it wasn't like that right at the beginning. It took me a couple days to find out what I want where, what I need where, and how to clean it up. That shelving system still gonna need some work, because right now it's just like kind of messy. Most likely actually the glues and epoxies will go actually down there on the bottom, most likely, because that's where I have the paper towels and cleaning stuff. Also here are those other cleaning the liquids, so it is gonna be cool to have somewhat together, accessible. Also the vise, I definitely want to have one more vise there, like I said, for epoxying and stuff like that. And eventually, once this will go away, the 8-foot table will probably actually slide the 2 feet here, so the corners will need here, and I will put that kind of like that table that the landlord had here. I will just slide it in there, you know, just like extra space there. So I will have all that shelving here exposed, available from this side. I don't have to go around and reach from the back. But and then later on, I don't know where I'm gonna put the mill, but that's gonna be fun. Most likely here actually. I'll just shift this around, and probably here by the drills. That would make the most sense. We'll see. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you get some ideas. And if I do some major improvements or something, I'll show it, or I'll mention in the videos. But as of right now, I think this is the way to go for me. I really like it. I love this, that I'm in the center of everything. Really, like, you know, I just turn around, but it's plenty of space, but all I have to do is turn around, do a step, and I'm at the working station, whatever I want to do. I just need one more of those nice rolling chairs, because those are fun. These work just fine, and it's cheap. It's actually very convenient, but you know, not all the time. Sometimes you want to just sit down and relax as you're working. The big important addition to the sentence. Guys, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Take care, stay safe, and remember, don't cut yourself.